We keep this. We have Electrodominance Wheel. We have Profane Tutor to try to find us. Waste not. We're up against Giganta. I feel like that goes room to go. Not sure if Sheoldred is a correct play. Yeah, 4 might be too many. Also, I agree. Just play like Gloomshot instead. Be more of a storm deck. I've looked at Bergie. Yeah, it could be correct to play. So like I don't like Bergie and Sheoldred, but it could be good to just play like 1 Grapeshot, 3 Bergie. No Sheoldred. Could play some number of Murderous Cuts. Yeah, I had a Murderous Cut in some of my drafts. Grief seems better with Wheels. I mean, Grief before Wheel is bad, after Wheel is marginal. Again, but the issue is, like, right now, we don't have enough black cards for Grief, even if you had 4 Grief, because I think you can't count Profane Tutor as, or sorry, you can't count Waste Not as a black card, because you just can never pitch it. This might be a draw step Wheel of Fate. I think I am. I didn't see Morrow's teasers. I usually don't look at them because they make me a little too focused, I guess is the word. I don't know. It's like they're fun. They're like a fun little riddle to solve, but I usually like read too much into them, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have Delirium for our Marauder now. Ooh, they're playing a Shadow variant. I'd probably prefer Lotus over Teamerek if you're trying to beat Breach, because you get access to Chalice and Rip. Alright. Okay, we'll play Waste Not this turn. How did Esther's interview go? They've been going well. She has a lot of irons in the fire, so yeah, she's been looking for a couple months, and the winter break, like Christmas and New Year's, there weren't, like, nobody was at work, so nobody was getting back to her. But she had like 3 interviews last week. She's gonna have like 2 more this week, and then she has one really promising one that like is for a company that a friend of mine works at, but like they're just not hiring until, like, she started the process, but they're not like planning to have anyone hired for a while. But if that one ends up working out, that'll be really nice. Okay, love to see Ledger Shredder. The card is like pretty funny in this matchup. Alright, so let's just cast the Manamorphose and see what card my opponent gives us with the Shredder. Watch guard, Twitch Prime, thank you. Start a quarter one, yeah, exactly. Not that I know exactly when those are. I just sit here and I play video games. Okay, I don't have a Burning Inquiry in the yard for my Breach, but Breach is a good pickup. There's one. So sadly, I mean, I get 3 cards here. That's good. I don't get any lands. Okay. Can make red here so I can find Electrodominance, I guess. Okay, I could double Fury kill this, which is good if I hit Wheel, but I'm not guaranteed to hit Wheel. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab another Inquiry for next turn, and then pass, discard 1, 2. Maybe we could have discarded Fury instead of the second Sheoldred. Should be fine. We can even just Breach back Sheoldred, probably. Watch guard, I think I thank you for your sub, but thank you twice if I did and once if I didn't. Thought you found a job. So yeah, I mean, yeah, time flies. So Esther, like in January of last year, like a year ago, started with a company and ended up being like a pretty bad work environment, and she got laid off like 2 months ago. Alright, so let's start with a Fury. Go 2/2. Yeah, time flies. Thank you, Turtles, thank you. Yeah, it was just like it was honestly like she basically was working on a 3-person team, but she mostly just worked with one manager, and the manager was not good at managing, and also like just didn't seem to like Esther as a person. She got like really weird and control freaky, and it was just a bad situation to be in. Yeah, there's not too many ways to turn cards into fast mana. There's a card called Scourge Familiar, which can kind of help. Not too often though. All right, I think we just have lethal here. Unfortunately, don't we? I mean, we could go crazy, but we'll just go Sheoldred plus Inquiry. The breach would be so insane. We just don't need it. And like, I mean, I guess they know we're playing it. They saw it in the yard, I guess. Crockett, 11 months. Good, thank you. Alright, so they're going to go down to 2, then they're down to an Alpha Strike here. Yeah, but Scourge Familiar, it's like, Scourge Familiar I think is 5 mana, 3/2 flyer, discard a card, make a black mana. And I've done this in the past. I think that is like the only way to like, just in Modern, just discard a card, get a mana. Which is kind of narrow, kind of inefficient. I've been thinking a little bit about Sheoldred plus Gristlebrand, though, in a Goryo's Vengeance deck, and I think that... Like, I really wish Scourge Familiar was a legendary creature that you could Goryo's, because I don't really know how you're getting that card into play otherwise, but it's like almost something there, maybe. More than nothing, less than something. You want to trim a Fury, trim 2 Manamorphose for 3 paths. I don't think I want to bring in the Leylines or the Terminates. So yeah, Manamorphose does a few things. It lets you, like, when you're storming off, like, you can start spending one of your black mana to make 2 red and do that a couple times. It's good with Underworld Breach in general, but it's also, like, good on your Breach, Waste Not, Storm turns. It's pretty important to have access to. You don't have to play 4. You don't have to play 4 Manamorphose. Like, I think 2 or 3 might just be the correct number. But I'm playing 4 for right now. It's also like, it's an instant for Delirium, which is like kind of the reason I'm playing 4, because they're your only instants, but you could also play other instants. Persist could enable turn 2 Sheoldred. Well, the issue is Sheoldred is legendary, and you can only persist non-legends. Yeah, I'm thinking that we could maybe try Burgundy plus Grapeshot, although that may be like an off-stream test kind of thing. Footsteps of the Goryo? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. They took my Burning Inquiry, which is interesting, because I didn't have a Waste Knot in my hand. Oh, I think they saw the Waste Knot from the bauble. It's funny. That makes sense. Footsteps, Footsteps, Sheoldred, Gristlebrand. I don't know. You also can't entomb anything. I don't know. I think that's that for me right now. I'm thinking that this brew idea probably requires like 1 more card to be printed, if that makes sense. Well, they're letting me have Waste Knot. It's interesting. Path might get mained. I mean, I think that like seeing that it's been good in all of our matchups, and they're like, oh, we should main deck it is. Yeah, I think it's like kind of a really clear sideboard card. There's a lot of matchups where it is less than optimal. Mono red, Steamkin Prowess with Breach and Grapeshot. I mean, you could do that. I just don't know that it would be more fruitful for you than just playing the like blue-red prowess deck that I've been playing with Grapeshot and Breach. The new Tyvar. Yeah, if there are any new spoilers, I'd be kind of okay. They're Doom linked it. Thank you, Doom. It's a Planeswalker. I remember I would have no idea who Tyvar is if it wasn't for Amy's like lore stream. Okay, so we drew card zombie. Kind of hoping that we get a land. We don't. I should Furious Shadow, I think. It's weird to pitch the Breach. The Breach is really good here, but if I draw a land, I have the Path as a good card for the land here. Then I also have Marauder for next turn, which is better if only on only 2 lands. Yeah, so yeah, I can't remember exactly how Amy described it. I watched some of his thing. Okay, so this is 3 mana. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. Wow. Untap 1 creature. Wow. Mill 3 cards. You may return a creature ran to the script backfield. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Insane card for elves, I think. I think we just block 1 of them here. Yeah, great card for Devoted Druid too. Huge. Absolutely, like, looks like this is a card we designed for Modern. You're welcome. Alright, no Spell Pierce, no Spell Pierce, no Spell Pierce. I mean, the Boros Planeswalker is good too. Good for Yawgmoth? Kind of bad with Wall of Roots, like the untap doesn't work. Attack first. Do not attack first there. If you attack first and they have Spell Pierce, you just lose the game. You just lose the game if you attack first and they have Spell Pierce. Instead of like having outs to win. Also, like, your growing future possible Death Shadows. Well, they both the Marauder and not me. Okay, card, mana, zombie. Perfectly balanced. This card is awesome, though. I'm really, really into it. Looks like Elves is back on the menu again. Dude, these gives Elvish Archdruid haste and untaps Archdruid. This card is so sick. This card is so sick. I just want it right now. Just give it to me right now, please. I'm normal and can be trusted. I think I'm just gonna play this tapped. Fiend Artisan and Elves for the Shaman. I think Fiend Artisan is pretty weak. Yeah, the new Golgari Planeswalker that just got printed. A tie bar. Go, zombie, go. Wait, visit Wreck Sack. Reclamation Sacrifice? Isn't he just a win more card? No. No, three mana planeswalkers that make your top decked elves better, reanimate the elves that die. No, this card's really, really good. Like, yeah, the fact that, yeah, this card's really, really strong. We're gonna lose this game? Why are we not seeing more 2-minute walkers? I mean, 2-minute walkers are really dangerous to design, right? Okay, dead 2, a removal spell on Fury, and yeah, the 4th shadow. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting for Devoted Druid too, and then like giving Druid haste. Card seems great. I'm really excited about it. That I like that and the new Nahiri a lot too. Sadly, maybe the last time we get to play Nahiri. We're dead to Kroxa. It kind of looks like that's what it is. Breach Bolts. It's kind of a slow roll, but whatever. I've got no cards in my hand. No, I was drawing Electrodominance. Damn it. Alright, let's go to game 3. I don't think the Nahiri's good in Hammer, actually. I don't think, like, the only good things to reanimate are Paladin and Stoneforge. Like, you're not going to be able to reanimate Hammers very often, and if you do, you need an enabler for them anyways. But I do think, the place I think the Nahiri is going to be good in, at least is going to be, like, the Boros Stoneblade shell I like to play. I mean, I think this deck's really good. It was, like, a real big contender in our Trophy Race season. But it seems very good to be able to buy back Ranger Captain, Stoneforge Mystic, give haste, put Cauldron to play, get back Solid Tutor Fury. Obviously, we've had a lot of different variants, but even like getting back Fervent Champion, equipping onto the swords, get back a sword, get back an equipment. I think it'll be good there. Kind of looks like the perfect fit. Pioneer Hammer, maybe. I mean, it doesn't equip the hammer. Maybe if it does, and I've just missed it, then sure. Do you have another trophy racing coming? I'm not at the moment, or at least I'm not currently planning to do one. But I'll do one if I want to do one. So like in a lot of ways, the Dark Souls No Death run is at least I have mental gymnastics to kind of think of that as like this year's or this season's trophy race where. Like, I always want to be evolving as a person and as a streamer. I want to be getting better, and I want to be doing new things. I don't want to just be the trophy race guy. That's the Sparring Spike. That's the trophy race guy. I want to get out of my comfort zone and try new things. And I think that the variety content is, in some ways, an investment in the future of the channel. I currently right now could not support myself just on variety content, but you know, like it would be nice to like have the option to one day pursue variety content if it was something I was interested in. I'm obviously like still very invested in Magic and I'm loving Magic, but that may not always be the case, and experimenting with it I think is important, you know. Oh yeah, the Sultai game. How do you weigh variety with having a consistent storyline with my content like trophy races? They're not mutually exclusive. I think that I think the trophy race is very, very interesting to watch because of that kind of cohesive storyline. I agree with that sentiment. Even just like Misplaced Ginger recently doing like trying to get 14 trophies in 1 week. I mean, I put a $100 bet on it, and I was like just so excited to watch the whole thing. I'm just so excited to watch the whole thing, and I think that kind of narrative like is really good, but yeah, not mutually exclusive. Although that might not have been the question. Flamma with the 16 months. Thank you. All right, let's see if this resolves. If it doesn't, I don't know if I'm supposed to go for Breach or just play Path of Peril. I think because they don't have Drown Up and they had a couple opportunities to Spell Pierce something, I think it makes more sense to Breach. I don't know what this is, though. Untap Steam Vents. I mean, if they have a Spell Pierce from Inquiry, good beats. There's really no reason for them to fetch when they did. Yeah, Dingo's 365 is really good too. I think it's good. It's a good tool. I think it's important to try to do it in a way that like you're invested in it too, and it's not, you know, gimmicky if possible. Although gimmicky is maybe hard to define. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go again. Man, this deck is so sick. Well, we can Fury the Shadow now, too. Yeah, MTG boxing would be pretty cool. I don't think you could really get anybody to do it, though. Oh, wait, I have a land drop to play? No, I've already played it. Never mind. I have Delirium next turn. Oh, no, sorry. I thought this was adding a type. I still have it, actually, with Manamorphose plus Fetchland, though. Yeah, I always have the Breach for enchantment. Dingo versus Prof. That would be sick, actually. MTG boxing is a thing. Unboxing is a thing. Why not MTG boxing? That's a pretty good tagline, I guess. Pretty good tagline. Yeah, Breach is fucked up. Okay, so we get Manamorphose, get an extra red here. There's the lands. Fran, 32 months, get that added to the baby. I'll be getting the two-minute ad this month, I think. It's just so random. Like half the times it's like really high and really good, and the other half it's just like less than I would get normally. It's so odd. I still have enough to, or I'm 1 mana short actually of Takenuma back Sheoldred, but I can also just wheel here. Oh, another waste not. Kind of choked on red mana. And I didn't find another Manamorphose. But we have exactly enough to go third, waste not, plus Sheoldred, plus Inquiry. Bond, thank you for the converting Prime sub to Tier 1 Gaming. Thank you, thank you. Electrodominance does hit face, yeah. Or can, rather. We might deck ourselves. Whoa. Okay, thankfully we got a lot of lands or mana here, so we can cast our Sheoldred again. That was a well-timed Inquiry, or Kozilek's Return. Breach does not let you cast the 0 mana spells with Escape. It's a lot of people have asked that, and like, no, are you crazy? That would be so good. Way too good. Breach is already pretty busted. Okay, I have 8 cards left in my library. I don't think you can ever play Echo. Echo plus Sheoldred would probably have to be a different deck with Diamond Lion. The new Tyvar, that's funny. In Dark Souls today, we'll see. So like I've been practiced for a few days. I also have been having some digestion issues, and I didn't eat much dinner or breakfast last night. Or either last night, nothing this morning. So I may just take a pause on the souls for today. We'll see. I might also do the souls. We'll see how I'm feeling. Anything can happen on Twitch TV/Aspiring Spike. 3 cards in their hand. Alright, I think we'll just start with a Fury. If they have Drown, they have to do something here. Well, not exactly how I thought I might win a game today. But I can just Electrodominance them. The old... This is literally expansion explosion worth of damage right now. Plus we get a Demonic Tutor. We'll get a Bloodstained Mire here as a flex. Thank you, Bandit. Yeah, this deck is definitely sick. Not that good, but pretty cool. Potential for As Foretold? Maybe. I don't hate the idea. It doesn't go down, which I think is really, really nice. I don't have those, but I wish I had one right now I could just play. But it's on a mull to 5. We need to draw a land, but I think we can keep this on the draw on the mull to 6. Did draw the land. Yeah, there's a lot of clips. They would just have to be like edited nicely, and we would have to get a few of them together. It's a lot of time and content, but it would be doable. Just something to consider going forward. Okay, I'm going to suspend my Profane Tutor, maybe dodge a Spell Pierce, and they go like, instead of holding a Pierce, they play Fable next turn or something. I think that they're playing Creativity. Crowdsource Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. It's also like, that sounds good in theory, but it's also like, I've never been a big fan of the whole, hey, chat, you want to do some free labor for me? I'll give you a shout out in exchange for your time. Obviously, I could, you know, also pay people, but then, like, I would rather just commission somebody. I'd rather just commission somebody than, like, end up, like, choosing people and not paying, like, paying some people for their time and some people not. That makes sense. Well, what kind of shout out? Yeah, we'd almost need a chatters union at that point. Mean Rotten, 2 months, thank you. Welcome back. Alright, so let's get a Burning Inquiry here. Alright. Profane Tutor resolved, actually. What the hell? Alright, so this is Sheoldred mana plus the ability to suspend Profane Tutor. Okay. Sheoldred does block rhinos pretty well. Probably getting Breach off my tutor. We'll see. More rhinos. That's okay. Dude, yeah, Waste Not should be your companion. We actually played a version of this deck when Lurrus was legal. I wish we had the Bloodbraid Marauder tech back then. That would have been awesome. If we could have just Lurrus decked this, but... C'est la vie. I feel like they could have attacked with the Rhino. I think there's like a very low chance I ever blocked there, by the way. It's a good draw, though. Or it's okay. It's going to set up next turn for me nicely, assuming my opponent is still just not going to be doing much, and Sheoldred holding down the fort. Lurrus was a mistake. Yeah, that's... I think I agree with that. I think I might agree. Lurrus was a mistake. Ooh, drew a card. Seasoned Pyromancer pretty bad against us. Here's a place for like Ox of Agonis. Maybe, yeah. I like the suggestion. No. So we're gonna take 12 down to 5. They have one card in their hand though, so I'm pretty sure I just get Breach. Oh, I should have played Takenuma, sorry. It shouldn't be that big a deal. So, mana zombie card. Perfectly balanced. Lost my Sheoldred, but it's just in the yard to breach back, I guess. Alright, so we'll play another Waste Not. An Inquiry again. This deck is just so fun when it goes off. Okay, huge to get 2 lands discarded here. Get 8 mana. Now we can cast Sheoldred before we keep going. Feels like we're playing a cube, like a bad cube storm deck. It's just maybe not the most glowing review, but it is how it feels. Any particular builds or weapons? If you just started, then like I won't really be able to give you too much advice for the Hades builds because it just takes a long time to like unlock stuff. I also haven't played it in a really long time, but I like variety is just like in Magic for Hades. I like to be able to do a lot of different things. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Is that a biscuit?
No.
Oh, it's the from the check stop.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Or would you rather the sausage roll?
I think I'd rather this.
Oh, you showed them the helmet?
I did. You want to put it on? Yeah, it looks good. You look tough. You look scary. You can fight all the other girlfriends. King, 3 months. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.
So hard to see out of this.
Yeah, I know it is. I was thinking about trying to remove the, like, bars, but I don't know. It fits my head really well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The only hat that has ever fit.
It's so funny that it just randomly fits my head almost perfectly.
You were meant to be a knight.
Do you have any coffee, actually? I'll go really well with the thing.
You want some nice coffee?
Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. What's my favorite non-gaming hobby? Non-gaming hobby. Do dogs count as a hobby? Because my life is really just like gaming and dogs and Esther. That's like all I do with all my days. Which is a pretty good way to spend your time. I'm trying to get into aquariums. I didn't crack my fetch there, so I would play her on Fire Ice, by the way. Okay. It's kind of funny. I get mana from the Beseiju. Let's go ahead and get a Blood Crypt. Sheoldred is like so randomly good in this matchup. It's really hard for them to kill, and it's a 4/5 against their 4/4 dot deck, and the life swings are so relevant here too. Wait until you have kids? Yeah. Are kids a hobby? Would Energy Refractor fit in this deck over Manamorphose? I will read Energy Refractor. I have a feeling that this is going to be not a good one. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so if we Castle Locthwain, we're paying 4 to draw 1. I think I might. Should you just kill so quickly too? Yeah, I just don't really think you can register that. Maybe you can. Do you have an upheaval list? I'm sure you tried at least one. I started to work on an upheaval list that I was like obsessed with, like working on over the weekend. Just couldn't wait to get home to work on this upheaval list. I'm gonna keep it under wraps for now because it is like so far away from being a functioning deck at the moment, and we'll maybe never get there. But I wanna keep it like a little bit under wraps for the time being. I played one match last night with like a really, really rough draft of the upheaval deck, and it's gonna take some time. All right, cast the Sheoldred. Okay, just conceding to it. Sheoldred soloing Rhinos, 2-0. Definitely very high variance deck, but boy is it just so fun when it works. Salvage is okay. Salvage is definitely okay, but I think it's going to be too bad to cascade into most of the time. And I think you want to be able to consistently hit a wheel effect, so you can either like hit Inquiry, hit Wheel, or like hit a Tutor for one of these cards is the current build plan. Yeah, the deck is sick. Yeah, I don't know if I would say that it's good. You probably couldn't quote me saying that it's good, but it is very cool. And hopefully Fury just wrecks them. Mutagen Growth is so good against Fury. I've been playing a lot of Prowess too, right? And people keep asking me, what about Fury? And Like, in this spot, if I go 3, 2... I just, like... Mutagenic Growth can literally be 0 mana, 2 for 1. That keeps the counter on the Spray Dragon. I guess I do like this. No, it doesn't matter. There's growth here. It doesn't matter. Okay. And sometimes I don't have it, but that is usually my answer. Would a 1-mana artifact that just said draw a card be too good? Hello, Urza player. Hello, Urza player. Maybe. I don't know if I would say it's definitely too good, but it would be good. It would be good. I don't know about too good. If I had to play control in tournament, I mean, I would play blue-white. I don't know exactly what 75, but I did pretty well with blue-white in Vegas. I don't think I would say it would be too good, no, but it's also like not a very interesting card to print, so I think it's not one you'll see like just that be printed. It'll have some more text on it if it gets printed. Shiny with the 4 months, thank you. Welcome back. Combo. Yeah, I remember that too. I'm glad that ended up not being the case. Alright, 2 cards, 2 mana. Sheoldred. Into Breach. My first draft of this deck didn't have Breach, and then I immediately was like, okay, we need to have Breach here. My opponent, notably, also should be playing Breach, so that could get kind of scary. Do just scoop versus living in? I don't know if that's true. I think the matchup's probably pretty weird. They have Breach in the yard. Hopefully they don't have one in their hand. You cannot evoke Fury from Breach in the yard. Breach gives it an alternate casting cost. If Wheel plus Electrodominance wasn't better than Inkring this turn, why is it in the deck? Well, I mean, this turn, like, we're not likely to kill them, and like giving your prowess opponent 7 cards with 2 prowess creatures is super lethal. I mean, I would love to play 12 Burning Inquiries if I could, and just not play the wheels at all, but you have to have redundancy to this effect, and this is the next best thing. And it's also, like, it's way better to wheel when you have Sheoldred in play, too, which we don't have. We wouldn't have had it in this spot. But Inquiry was better. You know, it was nice that we didn't have to go for the wheel if we didn't need to. Dominance felt a bit weak. I mean, it is weak, but I don't think that there's just not another way to play the Wheel of Fate, and like without this, like the Marauders don't work. It's just like a lot of moving pieces. A lot of moving pieces. Alright, they have no cards in their hand. Like, yeah, when they have no cards in their hand, the Wheel plus Waste Not is worse. Draw a card. Draw a card. Yikes. Very mana flooded, actually. You could play a grip shot, yeah. Carp, 22 months, thank you. Yeah, I think I just get them to cast the growth and then hope to top deck. I could have saved the Electrodominance, but that was the inquiry. Live by the inquiry, die by the inquiry. It is what it is. Surprised they use it? Yeah, maybe. Probably should have just used it on the dragon, you're right. You had the mana Hardcast Fury. I think I was one short. I think I had 2 floating, 2 more mana. Okay, dead. Dead. Gonna bring in the Path of Perils. Gonna cut a Sheoldred. Gonna cut a Breach. Gonna cut a Manamorphose. Prowess is also just like a really, really good and underplayed deck. On the 20k. Isn't Terminate worth it? Terminate's kind of medium against them. It's okay. I mean, we can also play Leyline. I brought in Leyline last time. But you just don't want to over sideboard, I think. Path of Peril is really, really good. It's like really premium. Terminate's kind of mid. You also have Fury, so it's not like you're really hurting on removal spells. How's this deck being KCI? There's no deck in Modern that's even a little bit similar to KCI. Process. I mean, I didn't see the list that top 8'd in the European tournament. I saw the one that won the SCG 20k. Yeah, we were playing for the Bloodbraid Marauder, which is why another one drops. Yeah, exactly, Bandit. Which because like this deck, you just really want as much redundancy as possible, and Marauder is like a good card to provide that redundancy. Well, here we may just have nothing. We have a lot of good top decks, including this one. There's like Path of Peril, Electrodominance, Inquiry, of course. Fury were all good top decks here, and thankfully they haven't had They haven't had the. I'm gonna hold this just for Electrodominance. I think suspending it is probably never gonna pay off. No, I didn't see too many deck lists. So, like I was like scrolling Twitter and stuff, but I was out of town all weekend, and I was checking in a little bit online, but I wasn't like watching anything or scouring deck lists. Okay, XL Lightning Bolt here and no land. Okay, well now I wish I had suspended this Wheel of Fate. Now I wish I had suspended the Wheel of Fate. That being said, Hardcast Sheoldred okay in this matchup. Oh, no, it's worse because they're playing Unholy Heat. Dang it. Didn't play Breach, Foes of Growth, only creatures, removal, and card advantage. Sounds bad. Honestly, like, no Breach, no Growth feels crazy to me. I also, like, I'm really pro... I'm really pro Manamorphose and Prowess. I understand the argument, and I don't feel like arguing back and forth again, but Breach isn't absurdly good in this deck, so is Mutagenic Growth, but it's okay. Is there a budget version for Sheoldred? Liliana's Caress. How long? So yeah, Underworld Breach will be banned in Modern as soon as an executive at Wizards' grandson logs in for the first time in months, gets paired against a Breach deck, and then loses. This is the sequence of events necessary for Breach to be banned in Modern. When that happens is going to be completely random. It's going to be completely random, but it's impossible to tell at the moment. Alright, let's attack first. We don't, like, inquiry them into heat. Oh, we also just, like, won the game. Alright, GG. Weird game. What did Breach seemingly come out of nowhere? I mean, without giving away too much of the secret sauce, Modern is a really underexplored format, you know? like I'm able to, like I'm not even like operating at max capacity. You know, I could be doing more than I do. But Modern is a format with like tons of room for innovation and like trying new things, and it's just there's just like lots of underexplored cards and strategies in my opinion and my experience. Let's begin the Leylines. That's why I'm able to do what I do, and I'm not just so good at Magic that I'm able to do this. You know what I mean? I'm able to do this because the format is interesting and open, and there's like a lot of underexplored strategies. I hate Takenuma Marauder. I think you can trim a copy. I don't know. Could be wrong. Yeah, you can play Caverns too. That's true. Yeah. Mana Traders is the best way to do it, but that's true. It's the barrier to entry is tough, but I mean, testing can also be free and with your friends, and it's okay. Is Akora the most broken set? Depends on like what metric you go by, but I would even probably say that Throne of Eldraine is, right? Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, Breach is just broken and should have seen more play up until now for sure. But that's kind of how like every single time like a new thing breaks into the metagame, every single time a new thing breaks into the metagame and becomes popular, people ask these kind of questions, but it's just like it like seems like it should have been done this whole time, and it's never quite that simple. Ooh, Wear Tear's gross here. Yeah, that whole era was so bad, for sure. Alright, so Path of Peril is a good top deck. I don't think Fury by itself is bailing us out of this. Well, I'm gonna cast Waste Not, and then I'm gonna cast Burning Inquiry. I sure wish I had a second Waste Not in play right now. So they discarded. I get a zombie. I get 2 cards. So I need to find Fury. Even Fury doesn't do it. Okay. Can't cast this. I guess I could have drawn this, made 4 mana potentially. Okay, fall to 2 and 1. Prowess seems like a tough matchup. Could Dredge play the Rhino's Cascade package, cutting Narcomoeba and play Wheel of Fate? Or too slow? Okay, on the draw on the blind, I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, I like this one a bit more. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It seems maybe kind of like cheesy. I don't know if that's the right word. Like, almost there. Ouch. Do we straight up no outs here? Oh boy. Okay, things get better on the draw, or I'm sorry, post board. No, we can't escape suspend cards, but you can Marauder into them, you can Electrodominance them. Alright, I think we can go down on Sheoldred, and then down 2 Manamorphose, down a Marauder. Yeah, Terminate's time to shine. Yeah, I don't think we need to go up on Dredgers. I like that Chancellor casts both of the green suspend cards. Or Cascade cards. Yeah, I don't think you want Blood Moon. It's over. I think it's over sideboarding when we're bringing in 5 cards. Another kind of medium hand. We have Terminate and Fury. I think we can keep this. I think this. Sometimes you'll just lead on Inquiry if you have like the Cascader in your hand, which we don't. So we'll just put back a wheel and play a Blood Crypt tapped and pass. Oh, you lose Golgari Thug. I missed that. I missed that you lose Golgari Thug. Yeah, it probably doesn't work for that reason. Dang. Okay, when they unban Golgari Grift, we'll pivot back to this idea. Drew the Marauder. I think I'm still just gonna pass. This is definitely a more controlling hand. Probably gonna get Sanctified. Yeah. Oh boy. I could try to Inquiry and just try to draw a Path of Peril. I think I'm gonna pass again. Painful game. Man, we're fought hard for the 2-0 and getting beat down. Sanctifier is so brutal against our hand. We do have outs, or specifically Inquiry into Path plus no Spell Pierce. We got 2 Spell Pierces out of their hand. It's kind of funny. Okay, okay. Let's see if we can get some of that momentum back. Maybe I could put it on the list. Yeah, it does count itself, but you can go like moderation on your turn, and then the next turn, or on your opponent's turn, solitude. Okay, we can turn 2 Marauder. No, not Hammer Time again. No. I feel like Doomwake right now. Maybe I got their only land. Favorite brew from the year so far? I like really easily the Anviltron deck. That deck is really sick. If I draw a Waste Not, I'll cast Waste Not instead of the Marauder here. Maybe this is better. I'm not 100% sure. Have I really been playing a new deck every day? I know I said that. I was mostly saying it because I had done it up until that point. But it's been almost a deck every day. Oh, cool. If we hit Wheel of Fortune off Marauder, then we can just, like, discard the hammer. It also kind of depends on, like, what you count as a new deck, but... We've been doing pretty good. We've been doing pretty good on, like, quantity of decks. And we've been doing okay on quality of decks, too, I guess. Oh, wow, we did hit the wheel. It's funny. Into Fury? Okay. So next turn, I can resolve my Profane Tutor, find Waste Not. Yeah, definitely have evolved a lot, I think, since... I agree, since January 2022. Just like kind of playing Trophy Race, grinding the same decks a lot, not getting out of my comfort zone very often, and I'm enjoying getting weird with it. I am enjoying getting weird with it, getting wild. Likely just dead to this Nexus. Alright, grab a Waste Not, I think. Huh. What if I Electrodominance kill the next... Yeah, okay, let's put this into our hand, see what we draw. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think the line is, weirdly enough, try to kill Inkmoth Nexus with the Electrodominance. Remember, Bloodbraid Marauder can't block. And hope they don't have another hammer in their hand. And I think the fact that I scaled back on the channel Fireball content too, I'm still enjoying like doing 1 article, 1 video a week, but I was doing like 2.5 articles a week plus a video, and like when I was doing that, it was just really hard to do as much variety on stream as I have been doing now. Okay, so they are putting the hammer here. I couldn't Electrodominance this in response because then they just animate the Nexus. So I have to hope to be able to survive the hit. Looking less likely. They may play around, you know, like black removal though. Like try to animate Nexus, put like another hammer on the Nexus, and have 2 attackers here. Alright, never mind. Bummer. This matchup seems rough. I mean, we've said that about some of the top decks in the format so far. So maybe a bad sign for the strategy. But also, like, part of it is Sanctifier and Vec is just such a nasty card for any black and red graveyard strategy. Yeah, this is maybe the Waste Not effect. Damn, yet another bad matchup. I like the Rhinos matchup. I like the Rhino matchup. That might have been it. Rhinos seem good. Yeah, moving in. Owls is good. We're a Fury deck. Why no Hollow One? I think like this deck is trying to like, kind of storm combo kill, and I think that the random 4/4s can be good, but they don't necessarily complete that plan very much. I do like that Hollow One is a artifact creature for Marauder though, so it could be correct to register it. Let's keep this. This hand we can go Tutor turn 2, then Waste Not, Inquiry, and this is maybe not good against Hammer, but we have to get a little lucky anyways. We can also Profane Tutor for Path of Peril potentially. Dude, Goblins is great. Goblins is like legitimately a fantastic deck that sees very little play. I honestly think the main reason it sees like very little play is like, or I think the 2 main reasons is that it's underrated. I think people like don't believe in Goblin's potential to be good, but I think it's only even got better since the Yorion ban. And I think the deck is also like complicated and difficult to pilot. It has like a relatively high learning curve. Yeah, in some decks you want Moon against Hammer. I think this is not an example of a deck where you want it because we've already boarded in 5 cards. I think any more is going to end up feeling like over sideboarding. That being said, I'm almost definitely going to tutor for Path of Peril next turn. I think. Shadow Spear, huh? I mean, we could just... No, let's get Waste Not. Let's get Waste Not and just double Inquiry or try to double Inquiry. We could like very easily draw into Path and like cast it off of mana. And the rest of my hand just doesn't do anything either if I don't get it here. Okay, I don't think I want a Fury, just the Sentinel right now. But obviously, like, if this just, you know, they would be playing something better than this, but the incidental Sanctifiers are always just so nasty for this kind of strategy. Okay, Zombie. Mana Zombie. Do we discard any paths? No paths discarded yet. I feel like they have Mana Tithe. Anybody else getting a Mana Tithe vibe from our opponent right now? I think we're getting tithed. Oh, skill. Okay, sure. So now I can't path this. Discard my Sheoldred, which I don't know if I wanted to do that. Not that I didn't control. So we're going to draw a card, make a zombie, make some mana. So it would have been nice to be able to cast Sheoldred here. And we get to wheel next turn. Gavlan, wheel, Gavlan, deal. Not dead to a hammer either, which is nice. But we do go to 1, which is less nice. Do you have a 75 for goblins? It wouldn't be too far away from like whatever is last of my Stream Decker. It would be a little different. The main things I recommend is I don't recommend playing Ignoble Hierarch. I recommend just being black-red with Mog Fanatic. I recommend playing like 4 Chalice of the Void in your sideboard and 2 Orvars, and you can Goblin Matron for Orvar, which is kind of nice. But other than that, I don't really have strong opinions. Wait, what are we waiting for? I think we have to main phase this. Okay. They discarded 2 creatures? Dang, I really need to find some cards here. So I can... Okay, so I can go Waste Not... Waste Not, Waste Not. Electrodominance, Profane Tutor. Oh, I don't have enough red mana to Electrodominance, Profane Tutor, and play Burning Inquiry. I'm very close. I can Electrodominance get Path of Peril, but then I die to the Construct. Damn it, I just don't have enough red mana. So Hierarch for Mog Fanatic. I mean, there's plenty of like lists you can find that have no Hierarch. I cut Hierarch a long time ago, and I really recommend it. Yeah, okay, tough stuff. I think we're unfortunately stuck here. All right, again, definitely fun deck. Definitely not great deck. Definitely good enough for a stream. Let's see. So I just got back from a long weekend. Rough day. I just had a really good time today. I kind of figured that today would go roughly like this. If I was going to return to the deck, I think I would be interested in trying like one Grape Shot and playing Burgi. I think I liked that. I think I liked that thought. And Burgi over Sheoldred. But I think that like just with like how many Sanctifiers there are, how many Spell Pierces, it's a rough spot for a deck like this. Kind of like, especially when you compare it to the green-red Storm deck. Inquiry dice. We didn't have enough red mana, and Inquiry was the problem. And we're almost 4 hours into the stream. I am just trying to think if I want to play another League of Magic, pivot to Dark Souls, or just like...